Alrighty, let's see here. Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Test, test, 1, 2, 1, 2. Can I hear me? Give me 1 second to check real quick. Give me 1 second to check real quick. Okay, I can hear myself. Yep. Salutations, and welcome back to my Blender practice. I've kind of slacked a bit, and that's because, well, I had a lot that I had to do. But first, let me, do something real quick before I can actually start officially working. Sorry. I always do this. Control C. Okay. Yeah, I'm just quickly sending something to people. So, alright, now that I've done that, there we go. So anyways, yesterday and the day before have been very, very busy days. So on Monday, I was expected to have a package arrive, so then I could start doing the thing that I did yesterday, but it got delayed. The package arrived yesterday, though, and I was changing my computer. So my one of my moms works at Epic Games, and they have this thing where they can trade like equipment amongst each other and stuff like that. And a 4090 was up for grabs. Right, it was going to be it's still it was $1,600, so it was still a bit of money, but it's a 4090. You know, it's not like I'm gonna be able to get my hands on a 5090, so 4090 would help with a lot of stuff that I do. So I got that. I needed a power supply upgrade because my old power supply was only 850, and I needed a 1200 just in case. And then when I was building my computer yesterday, I had the worst thing happen, which was I realized my case was too small. The case for my computer was too small to fit the 4090, and I'd already adjusted, like, I changed out the power supply, which meant that I had to rip out the cables. I changed out the graphics card, which meant I had to unscrew it from the panel there. And then I had to also unplug it. I had to take it out of the motherboard, replace it, all that. So then I realized that I could go to the Best Buy. There's a Best Buy nearby, and they might have the case that I might want, which is a Corsair 5000D. Unfortunately, they did not have said case, but I did get an NXT or NZXT, I think it is, NZXT 5 or H9, which fits my computer fairly well. So the other thing was it took me 5 minutes to dismantle it, right? It takes you 5 minutes to completely dismantle a computer, which is unscrewing the motherboard, unplugging all the plugs, removing the AIO from the actual CPU, taking the graphics card off, moving that all out of the case. It took me 4 hours to install the new computer into the new system, and even now it's still not completely built up. Hey, what's up, Billy? I'm just talking about stuff that happened yesterday before working here. But so to recap, it was just me trying to build a computer, and it took so much time, and it was just, the case is great, don't get me wrong, but it came with fans already in it. I thought I could use those. Turns out no, because NZXT has a proprietary fan hub thing you have to use, so I had to remove the fans from it, and then I had to just start start all from scratch, right? I had to install my own fans that I already had. And yeah. And even now it's not finished. I still need to install 2 more fans on the bottom. But yeah, I mean, that's just what happened that day. It's not terrible, but could have been better. Anyways, let's get to working on this 3D model. No, thanks, Billy. You're my fan. I'm a fan of you, Billy. Okay, so I did this off screen, but just to show you guys what I did with the computer monitors, just to make them more like a computer, was that I inset the faces on here, right? So I grabbed this, and I grabbed this, and I extruded them inward, right? So if I decide to go do it again, I'd extrude them outward, but no. But yeah, no, so that's all I've done to edit this. I am gonna edit the, actually no, the bottom looks fine, actually. But yeah. So now I'm gonna be working on like some little accessories here and there. So bear with me, right? First thing we're gonna do is we're gonna add a little plant. Little plant buddy. Okay, so let's do Shift A. Oh, wait. We're gonna add a circle here. Okay. Move it along the Z-axis. There we go. Oh, we're gonna call this plant here, so let's change that. Not pant, plant. Perfect. There we go. Tab. Right. O, G. Oh, I see, because I have it set here. So remember when you're moving moving vertices or anything like that, you want to change your transform orientations and pivot points back to things that would help you. So for instance, instead of moving it along individual origins, which is like moving it along the vertexes like X, Y, Z, I'm instead going to move it along the median origin, or the like this middle orange point right here, and I'm using the global XYZ. GX. Let's see here. Maybe we can add a subdivision surface to this. make this a little thicker. Let's see here. Wait, what the hell? Wait, what the hell? Okay, I did something wrong here. Let me just check and make sure of something. Ah, there we go. That's why. Cool. So what I did by accident was I believe I extruded it, and I didn't check how many extrusions I did there. G. Wait, no, not G. O. So we want to press O to make sure that we're doing a proportional editing. G. X. There we go. Oh, I see. I did something else. So I want to actually grab all of these just to make sure I'm evenly doing this. G, X. Grab these and these. Okay, and then we do G, Z. There you go. This will be our stem here. G, X, E, and then what we're going to do here is we're going to increase the mean crease here, so then perfect, and then right here as well. You want to do that. There we go. So now it has kind of like that leafy structure almost. I think what we're missing here though is rotate it a bit on the... No, wait, not on the X, on the Y. Rotate on the Y. Oh. Huh. Okay, G, Z. And again, I'll be able to lower this down. Actually, let me see here. What happens if I... Ah, perfect. There we go. I know it doesn't look the best, so sorry for that, but I think it looks fine for what I'm gonna be doing. Hold on, what? Why am I being... Okay, let me do what I was gonna do now. Sorry, I was just responding to a friend of mine. T, N... Alright, well first, let's move our origin here. Or, sorry, not origin. Our pivot point. Or I guess it is an origin. It calls itself an origin. I'll believe you. What the hell? Why isn't it doing what I want it to do? Ah, there we go. That's why. 6 is too much. Okay, so that looks good. What?
Why would they sell jeans with holes?
I don't want to hear that. No ads. Sorry. Thank you for accepting my apology, Billy. Thank you. I'm happy you accept my apology so much. I'm ever so grateful. Give me 1 second. I think my cat is meowing. What is it, Mara? I'm back. Sorry. The cat was a bit confused and tired. Rotate on the y-axis. There we go. Okay, so now let's try this spin again. 360. Xbox Live. Guess we could do 8. No, 80. I meant 8. I meant 8. I didn't mean 80. Put that thing back where it came from, or so help me. I always forget the spin tool exists. It's a very cool like instrument to have. We don't need 8 though, so we're just gonna go 6. Ah, well damn it, I messed up, didn't I? There we go. Alrighty, so with that, there's just a couple other things we can do, which is duplicate and then swirl it around in order to make it look better, in a way. And so with that, we can also do a couple other things with it as well. So let me show you real quick. If we really want to here, but also what I want to kind of do is... let's see if I can bridge edge loops this way. I don't believe I can, and I believe, yep, it's gonna turn into a horrible monster. Oh, I see why. I see why it turned into a horrible monster. Maybe it doesn't have to be a horrible monster, though. Let's see here. Edge. Bridge edge loops. Nope, still horrible monster. Why are you like this? Merge. Ugh, not like that. Closed loop. There we go. Okay, that fixes it just a little bit. Oh, maybe, nope. If we zoom in, it looks like a horrible monstrosity. Closed loop. Still looks like a horrible monstrosity. Open loop. Still looks like a horrible monstrosity. Okay, so bridging edge loops is not the way to go. However, I think I have an idea. Individual points. Local. Nope. Yeah, I see no issue with this at all. That's fine. We're not too concerned about this actually. Wonder what happens if I... And then we just... Oh god, that's what happens. Becomes a monster. Okay, and duly noted. Doesn't need to be done. I'm sorry for trying to tamper with the bounds of science. But yeah, so now what we can do is now what we can fucking now what we can do. Shift D Z. Oh, nope, that's not what we want. Global median point. Shift D Z, bring up. I mean, technically, what we could even do here is, if I'm not mistaken, let me try something. We want it to be just right around here. Perfect. And I think we can do... No, hold on. How do I... I could have sworn there was a way to... I'm not sure. Okay, so we won't do that then. Instead, we'll do our... What am I making? I'm doing a plant right now. So currently, I'm just trying to make like a room, and I kind of want to put like... It feels like a succulent might be good to have here. One of those like, not aloe vera plants, but in the same family as those. So right now, I'm trying to make a plant, and then make it a potted plant. And then later we're also going to put like cups, we're going to put books, we're going to add a chair, a lamp, hopefully. So what we're going to do is Shift Z. Shift D, Z, move it up. There we go. Rotate it along the rotate it along the Z axis. Just oh, I have proportional editing on. That's why. R Z. S, Shift Z. Shift D, Z, bring it up a little bit. S, Shift, oh, no. Shift D, Z, bring it up around here. There we go. Huh, I do have a theory here though. Shift D, Z. There we go. Bring it around town. Oh goodness gravy. Okay, so it seems like that plan isn't exactly gonna work for us. Shift D, Z, bring it up. Hey, Count. Hope you're having a good day. See. Shift D, Z. Shift D, Z, bring it up. Okay. Okay, so it looks good now. I have an idea. Mr. Krabs, I have an idea. Shift right click here to put the origin here. That looks good. What we're gonna do now is Shift A. We're just gonna introduce a cylinder to make a stem out of. Oh wait, well first things first. Tab, apply. Could have probably fixed it by doing GZ, but you know, we've already made the model. It's not like no one can pay me to change this. No one can pay me to correct my mistakes. Shift A, do a mesh, do a cylinder, scale it down. Oh wait, oh god damn it. Huh? Oh. I see my mistake. And so I believe I have something I can do here. SZ, scale this up, bring it down here. And we can make this a Boolean, actually. A union Boolean. Oh wait, no, I did that incorrectly, sorry. We would turn this, maybe. With this cylinder. Nope, that didn't work. Why the hell? I could have sworn there was a way for me to do this. Oh god. Well, I mean, maybe, let's see. Yeah, that works. I mean, can't fault it. It does work indeed. We don't need that plant, but we're gonna keep it just in case. Shift A, make a cylinder, scale it down again. Okay. I keep accidentally pressing Shift Z, which keeps putting it into wireframe. Shift A. Cylinder, scale down. Alrighty, that looks good. Again, we're just making it simple. Doesn't have to be completely detailed. Like, if I really wanted to, I could do like a, one of these, Control R. Oh, nope, not what I want to do. Could do something like this, and then just grab here, and then just do extrude. And make the pot have a little bit of a lid. Doesn't need to have that though. Like, again, there's some things that you do it good and you don't really have to do anything else about it. Do want to see something here though. Okay. Just testing something, that's all. There we go. Looks good. That's just a miniature potted plant. Okay.
A to select everything.
Sorry, I realized I forgot to turn off my text-to-speech for Discord. And so one of my friends was messaging me. I got fast hands though. Okay, so now, I think what we need to do, I was saying we were going to do books. So, if we do this, we're going to do Shift A, add a mesh, it's going to be a cube. There we go. Tab. So now what we can do here is we're going to, well, first actually, get rid of this bookshelf and get rid of this wall. Mr. Gorbachev, tear down these walls. We're gonna grab these faces here. We are going to separate by selection. We're gonna do this. We're gonna do this. What the hell's happening here? Sorry, my cat's being weird again. Give me a moment. Okay, I'm back. Sorry. So, as you can see, I made a very crappy book. This looks like a paperback book, honestly. But we can actually make it look like a hardcover one. So, here's what you do for that. So, as you can see, we haven't separated it yet. We are going to take care of this and take care of this bookshelf here. And we inset the faces. That way it gives it a bit of thickness. But as you can see, it kind of did it unevenly, and that's because it's going off of the old scale. So here, we're actually going to Shift A. Nope, not Shift A, sorry. Control A. Control A? Which one is it? We're going to apply the scale to it. So now it is set to this scale here. This is 1, 1, 1. So now it knows what we're doing. And so we can... Why? There we go. Now what we can do is we can grab here, here, and here, and when we inset faces, it should look good, actually. See? Inset faces, it's not all the way out here, because the X, Y, and Z are now scaled to be proportional to that. So now what we can do, separate by selection, tab, grab this, then we are going to tab back into edit mode on here, grab these two faces, and we are going to scale on the Z-axis to bring them down a little bit. And we brought it down by, we're going to do 950 just to make it an even number. I like even numbers. There we go. It's not too, well, it's a little drastic actually. Let's do 970. Perfect. 970 works, and then we are going to scale this on the y-axis. Oh wait, sorry, we're going to move it on the y-axis. And that should be good, right? That's a book right there. That you can, it looks fine. And if we really wanted to, we could do Control R and then just do... No one's really going to see that division there, but it looks decent to us here. So now we can do... Now we can grab these two things, we're going to join them back together in an unholy matrimony. And I have a little thing that I want to test out here, because a friend of mine showed me a recent, or not a recent thing, but a thing that you can do in Blender that is called random transform. So randomizing the transformation of an object. And I kind of want to do that on the z-axis here for the top stuff, so then it actually looks more like different books instead of the same size book. But first, we're going to generate an array. We're going to do it on the negative. And it's going to be 1.1. Go. And we want a good amount of these. That looks good. Okay, so let me look at this real quick. Okay, so now if I do object transform, and it should be right there. There we go. Scale on the X, Y, Z. Oh wait, maybe because I have to apply this first? Transform, randomize scale. Doesn't seem to be working for me, I don't know why. Maybe if I do this? No. Transform delta does not change it. Sorry, I know it's a little bit weird to do, but I have to look up how to do this because I really do want to see how this works. Does it have to be like a bunch of different objects? You know what, it probably does. Hold on. So instead of doing an array, I guess we kinda have to do Shift D. Well, actually, no. What I could do, why am I doing that? And then what I can do here is just separate by selection, and we'll do this along the line. And yes, I'm sure there's a quicker way to do this. I'm sure there's a faster way to do this, and I'm just being dumb and slow. But honestly, you know, better than just Shift D, multiplying it multiple times. At least I'd think so. I'd like to think so. Separate by selection. Grab. And finally, there we go. Now what we can do here is cool. Okay, yes. Now we can grab this. Oh, nope. Thing. There we go. Object, transform, randomize transform. And on the z-axis... Oh wait, but first, one thing I did want to do here is... Okay, let's see if this fixes it. So... And object mode, if we go to transform, transform random, and yes, there we go. See? We can make the books kind of randomly different sizes here by a certain amount, and that way we have different sized books. They're not all the same book here. They can be, this one could be a short story, this one here could be a textbook, this one, all these now, instead of having to scale them all individually to give it the look of randomization, we easily randomized it. And that is amazing. Now... Okay, bear with me here. Okay, so I think if I do this and then Control F2, selected, and we're going to rename them book. There we go. And there, see, we have a bunch of different books. Sorry that took a little bit. I just wanted to experiment with that because I was told about this tool. It looked very cool, and I wanted to try it out. Sorry, taking a break to munch and also drink some water. Now, I guess the question is, do I want to fill this with more books, or do I want to go for something else here? No, no water, not allowed. Must talk, non-stop. Hey, Ken! Hope you're having a good day. I just finished up with showing how to random transform the books. So before it was Control Z. Before they were like this, but because of random transformization in object mode, they became like this. And I didn't really have to do too much for it either. Not bad. I just saw you streaming, so I wanted to pop in. Yeah, it's a cool thing that Blender has. I just had to make sure I set the origin down here, otherwise it would have scaled both ends of the book on the Z-axis. But since the origin's at the bottom, it scaled it on the top. Now I'm trying to figure out what else to fill this bookshelf with. Doesn't need to be too complex either. No, yeah, I could do a globe. Alright. Succulents? I already have one over here, Julie. Hold on. Oh wait, I'm doing it wrong. View selected. I already have it set to succulents, see? Spin! I'm in Spain without the A. Isn't that just spin, baby? But yeah, no. It's just have this placed right here, and so now I'm going to try and make a globe. I could put another succulent there though, if I so chose to. Okay, shift A. No, not shift, not that. What are you doing?
Choose to follow your instincts.
Shush. No ads.
Every
None of that. Shame on you. Stop trying to promote stuff to me, YouTube. I'm just trying to listen to lo-fi while I model. You ass. There we go. a dox. Hold on. You want me to make a ducks? You want me to make a dog statue? I'm trying to do simple stuff. My homework's due in 4 hours. Not even 4 hours. I mean, well, 4 hours is when I should be finished modeling and start adding textures. And you're out here like, you see how you made like that complex succulent there, or like these books here? Give me a dog. Give me dog. I want to pet that dog. Maybe if I think I have enough time to, I might. But for now, Shift A. Yeah, cutting it. I mean, yesterday and the day before was just simple sailing boat. Oh, that would work. Yeah, I could do that. UV sphere. Yeah, UV sphere. Bottle with flowers would work too. Yeah. G, Z, bring this up here. Nope, not what I want to do. G. Yes, the card is working well so far. I mean, I haven't tried to push it to its limit by doing something like this real quick. Let's test this theory. Did someone say testing the limits of my graphics card? So many faces in the palm of my hand. Ooh. I mean, I could also just start trying to run liquid sims in here. Okay. Let's do this. So, little fun fact about our planet, Earth. It is not flat like a pancake. No shutter, so bonus. Yeah, or no stutter, so bonus. Little known fact though, but our planet actually is a bit wider around here. It's not a perfect sphere. So what we're gonna do here is. Probably around like here, maybe? No, hold on. There we go, perfect. That's our planet. Not exactly like that. Again, it is a bit more round than that. So if I really wanted to, I could Control Z. Shift plus. Ooh, what did I do? Oh, I just zoomed in. There we go. It's just got a little bit of a bulge over around the equator. So I wanted to give it that bit. And because of that, now we're going to Control A, apply the scale. And then what we're going to do here as well is to, not F, G, Z, bring this down here. View selected. We're gonna hide the bookshelf real quick. S shift 0. Or is it just 0? Oh, SZ0. Oh, there's the issue. I believe it was this and this then. SX0. There we go, perfect. Just gotta grab these lines here. Oh, well, there's an issue there. There might be a bit of an issue with that. Oh wait, because I'm not trying to...
Discovery Houston, press to ATO.
Liftoff of mission 41D, the first flight of the Ever Discovery, and the shuttle has cleared the tower.
Oh wait, I know what I can do here. So right now... Turn this on.
Discovery, go and throttle up. Discovery's 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Get rid of the vertexes. So now we have half of a sphere, but don't worry. There's a solution to this. It's called the mirror modifier. There we go. Let's change this. And so, oh, what will this do? Well, that's pretty simple, actually. If we do extrude... Nope, I didn't want to rotate. I wanted to extrude. There we go. There we go. Indeed. The mirror modifier helps with a lot of just keeping stuff looking even. And you know what? I'm just gonna do the lazy thing here, which is... Give me 1 second. Shift A, mesh, cylinder, scale this down. And so now what we can do here is Shift, nope, not Shift A, Control A, apply the scale. And then we're gonna bevel. And there we go, we got a globe. Might be a little bit of a funky looking globe, but that's fine. You, all with your abilities to do this, enamor me. I have zero patience to do stuff like this, lol. I mean, I just kind of like... I like creating things. The way that I see it is, it's just... If I had a 3D printer, I could be making all of this stuff if I really wanted to. And that's kind of cool to me. There we go. But now what we can do here, I think, is... Oh, well first we're going to apply this mirror. And one of these... Hold on, let me see here. Use another shape to cut, combine, or perform a different operation. And we are going to combine these in a union. And then if we apply... There we go. Okay, so now we have this here, G, Z. We can get rid of this shape right here. And hey, look, it's our globe. Okay, but it's hovering a bit, so let's bring this down. What I should do actually is make it to where... There we go. Okay, we have a globe there. Let's do a boat, I guess. Shift A. Oh, nope, not what I wanted. Never tried making a boat in Blender, so this is gonna be interesting for me to think of. Oh wait, first, there was another idea I had, though. G, Z, Control R, oh, nope. Tab, Shift, or Control R. Oh wait, I forgot to also do this one. Go. A. Go. And now, I've made a Rubik's Cube. Oh, I forgot to label these. Caps lock. Rubik's Cube. We need to change this. Oh wait, no, before that, extrude. Damn it. That's not gonna work. Oh wait, no, it will work if I do individual origins, normal, E, S. You know, maybe it was working earlier and I was just being fussy. Sometimes you don't need to go the extra mile, but it can be fun too. I think Link is barking because my moms have arrived. Plants. Or, no wait, that's not plants. You are hot. Let me see why the dog is barking real quick. I don't care about Universal Epic Universe. Stop advertising to me. Why is that dog barking? I was like, I was checking my OBS, seeing if you guys could hear him. You guys can hear him. Give me one moment to check on him. Bitch, why are you screaming? And I'm back. Apparently the neighbors ordered some DoorDash or something, so the dogs are barking their little heads off. Okay. I know, how dare the neighbors order DoorDash. Link, go fucking crazy. I think we're gonna add a lamp now, because that was one thing that I know I needed in order to make the room a bit bright. And who would have guessed it's gonna be a cylinder? Alright, let's see here. Go to these faces, and then we're gonna do edge loop grab. So, bridge edge loops, and then we do number of cuts. Oh wait, we made a mistake here, people. Can anyone guess what I did wrong? Whenever you decide to try and do something that's going to be editing the faces or vertexes or anything like that of the mesh, you always want to first apply the scale. Control A, apply scale. Let's see here. Is it going to work for us now? Yes. Whoop. Okay, and then we can bridge edge loops here, increase number of cuts. There we go. Although now that I look at it, it's a bit small in comparison, so we're actually going to fix this real quick. Now there might be a bit of an issue here. That's fine though, I have a perfect way of editing this. We want it to be as tall as our person here. Okay, so now what we're gonna do here is we're gonna add a couple more shapes. There we go. There we go, made ourselves a light bulb. And you might be wondering, well, why not? Why isn't it connected to the thing? It doesn't necessarily need to be, so you have to think about what a person might see. And again, my teacher, because my teachers told me again, this isn't like a actual, people aren't going to be looking at this, it's more so for, a picture of something, right? You're taking this for a promotional piece of something rather than... This class is teaching me how to make promotional pieces rather than actual environments. But also, this could be used as an environment. You know, a person isn't going to be looking into the light, especially if it's a first-person perspective, and even in a third person, it might be hard to angle it in there, and even then, you're not going to notice because there's a bright bulb shining. However, because I sadly am a perfectionist, and having said all that, that doesn't really change that fact. There we go. That's what happens when you're unfortunately very perfectionist about everything. Yeah. I mean, if there's a shining light somewhere, it's going to be very hard for you to like actually get a good look at something. You know how you have to squint whenever the sun is in your eyes and it's like, ah god, I can't see where I'm going. That's what's going to be happening when there's a 50-watt bulb inside of something. You're going to be like, ah, I can't see. It's burning my retinas. Shift A. This. Scale down. The dogs are barking again. Woe is me. Woe be upon me, curse of dog. SX, scale it like this. SX, scale it in. Oh wait, why am I doing this? There's an easier way of doing this. Well, actually, first, what we want to do is separate this. Give me 1 second, sorry. Took another sip of water. I know, how dare I? How dare I drink any water? We are going to separate selection. Tab. There we go. Oh, that's not what we want to do at all. There we go. Alright, now we gotta address one more thing. One more major component is that we have 2 monitors. We don't have a computer, so we gotta add one of those. Oh, I forgot to do one last thing though. There we go. Shift A. Oh, nope. Control A. Nope. You know, it's kind of ironic that I'm doing this. I spent all yesterday building a computer, only now to, in Blender, build another computer. This is kind of... I don't know what this is. This feels kind of fucked up, though. This feels like I'm in hell. I've apparently done something so heinous and wrong that the devil is out here being like, I'm punishing you for your crimes. You know, you didn't suffer enough yesterday. You only built one computer. You only dismantled one in 5 minutes and then put together one in 4 hours. That's not enough. That's not enough torture. All right. You need pain. Selected, alrighty. Let me grab my knife tool.
Sure, there's a tool for every job, but when it comes to PDFs and e-signatures,
Shush. Oh, I'm getting an Adobe ad. What the fuck? No, I don't ever want to use Adobe. YouTube, don't ever try to give me Adobe shit. I swear I will burn you down. Why? God, I hate Adobe. I've come full circle, yeah. To anyone who watches this video, let me tell you something. There's many ways. Adobe, people will say Adobe is an industry standard, and they aren't wrong. It is, but also you could definitely skirt around having to use any Adobe thing. It is now become so much easier. Adobe used to have the thing where they were their own competition, and you know what? They're doing a very good job at beating their own ass. Adobe is just... I could make a whole video on Adobe being terrible, but I'm not gonna do that. You know, it's just... There's so many things I could wish from Adobe and hope for them to, like, do, but they keep shooting themselves in the foot. They're constantly changing their UI, and it's never easier. They oversimplify it is the issue, right? If that makes any sense, which I know it might not, so I can explain in a bit, but basically, they oversimplify their UI to the point where it's like, anytime you're trying to find something, it's like, alright, well, I thought there was just gonna be one button since it's oversimplified, but no, it's actually multiple buttons because I pressed one button that was edit, then I had to go into, let's see here. It's been a while since I've used Adobe, but there's just... My rage feels unfounded, but also... I used to have an Adobe license, and I also used to be Adobe certified. And it's basically just a nothing thing. It doesn't matter at all. Pro got updated to a new one. They added a menu tier that was on this. Exactly. They also have this weird thing of like, so one thing that really pissed me off was that you have the Federal Trade Commission who is investigating Adobe for illegal like literally Adobe was basically conning people by making it to where if you wanted to cancel your subscription early, you had to pay the rest of your frickin' year license, which is they were also making it overly complex to unsubscribe to Adobe. You had people who were talking about like, in order to sign up for an Adobe Acrobat thing, but Acrobat is the only thing that provides digital signatures that work properly with our access cards. Yeah, that's again. Yes, they made it complex to the point where instead you could easily click one button to sign up for Adobe. In order to unsign up for Adobe, you almost had to call them. You almost had to call Adobe to be like, "Hey, I'd like to sign up for a subscription, or I'd like to unsign up," and they'd try to be like, well, "What if we pause this account, and that way you can save up some money, and then we'll renew it?" And it's like, no, I just want to end it. It's like, all right, I hear you. What if we give you 3 months free, and then like they basically tried to like haggle with you to not drop their stuff. And I understand, they want to make money, but also it's just I shouldn't have to talk to. If I can press one button to sign up for something, I should not have to call someone to unsign up for it. That is literal con artist shit. Yeah, they're pulling the same thing that like Verizon would do, which is like, oh yeah, you have to call us, and then you also have to come by, and you have to like give us back our equipment if you're renting equipment from them, which I can understand. But the only thing you're getting from Adobe is software. There's no hardware thing you're using from them. It's really just a software that allows you to do stuff. Alright, this is as complex as I'm making the computer. Give me one moment. Sorry, I'm checking another thing real quick. Okay. I have 3 hours, 37 minutes till my homework is due. Let's see here. Shift A. Mesh cube. Or actually, no, what I'm gonna do here, what I should do here is shift, hold on. G, Z, bring this up here. S, Z, scale it out. G, Z, bring it back down. Let's bevel this out. Oh wait, I forgot to do one thing. We forgot to do one thing, folks. Tab, Control A, apply the scale. Tab, now we can do that. There we go. By the way, a little controversial question, but back before Twitter was renamed X, did you hear people call tweet? No, I did not ever hear people call it that. I always heard I'm tweeting something, or I just read a tweet. I did not hear them call it that. Where, Billy, where did you... I like how you haven't said anything in like in an hour or so, and I just see that pop out of you, and I'm just like, what the hell? Never stay... Oh god, why are you... What the hell? Billy, why? Billy, why are you like this? just... God, that hit me harder than it needed to. Why, Billy? Fucking, just because I'm sad and craving sushi, so chaos helps a bit. What, Billy? Oh my god. Oh, great. Thanks for making me crave sushi, Julie. God. Why would you do this to me? Now I want sushi. You know what? We're just gonna have the stool be mounted right here. It's just gonna be mounted to the ground. Welcome, because I can't suffer alone. Uh-huh. Gee, thanks. You sure... You're so nice to me, Julie. I'm so happy. So I can get sushi. I need one too. Okay, I'm going to now grab this, J, grab this, J, and then we're going to I love you, Julie. Alright, bevel vertex. Oh my. That's a cool pattern. Alas, I don't need that many segments. I should get something to eat soon, but I really do need to finish this. Face, poke face. Okay, let me see here. That stool works. However, what we now need to do is we also need to... no. I was gonna say what I should do is add a wire from the monitors to my computer, but I don't necessarily need to do that. Plus, it's a small detail that the teacher hopefully isn't gonna notice. Okay, so now, I think I had, hold on. Okay, yeah. Think I know what I'm gonna do here. First things first, we are going to add a table here for the thing that I'm gonna be working with. It is raining outside, making me eepy. Shift A. Oh, hold on. I'm getting so eepy that's making me forget things. Shift A, mesh, cube. Man, I can't wait to, now that I have my computer. I know those feelings, it's raining here. Yeah. You know what's great about building this computer? I now won't have to try and build another computer until I decide to upgrade this one again. It's gonna be the computer of Theseus at this point. I'm just kidding. I don't have the money right now to continue upgrading it, so I'll just be waiting until I hit the amount of money that I need to. Besides, with the 4090, I don't really need an upgrade right now. Also, I learned something cool about my graphics card thing, which is the fact that... So, apparently with my, what was it? I lost my train of thought. God damn me. Damn me. The rain is ending my existence. If that's the case, then I better start fixing this up right quick. Control R. Control R. Oh god, it's the type of rain outside right now where the only way I can describe it to you is that it's the type of rain where if you're looking out the window, you can't see more than like a couple meters out. It is raining that heavily right now. Like I can barely make out my the neighbor across the street's house. Okay, so we're going to delete faces. We are going to mirror modifier this. What? Oh, wait, hold on. First, we are going to Control A, apply the scale. There we go. There we go. Set origin to geometry. Shift A, mesh, cube, scale down again. Okay. There we go. Okay, so another thing we're going to do here now is add a bevel modifier. Control C. Okay, let me see here. I can hear my mom's shouting downstairs. Give me one moment, I'm gonna make sure they're okay.
Discovery Houston press to ATO. Beautiful, beautiful.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry. Kent, if you're still here, Mom says hello. Now you might be wondering, well, what are you making in Blender right now? What is this thing? It looks interesting. Give me 1 second. I want to check something first. There's a specific tool in life that I would like so I can make stuff for people. Tab. Apply changes. Tab back in. Okay, let me check something here. Okay. Gotta look at. So right now I'm actually modeling a Prusa 3D printer. Nope, not what I want to do. G. Right now I am modeling the Prusa Core 1. This isn't the exact 3D printer that I'd want if I got one from Prusa, but it is one of the cool looking 3D printers that might be interesting to have. Again, I'd have to figure out what I want to make with the 3D printers, because you could make a lot of stuff. You can make a lot of money with them, too. Shift A. But also, I kind of find this funny because it feels kind of meta to do this. It's kind of interesting to make a 3D printer in a 3D modeling program. Control A, scale, Control Control A, rotation and scale. Go. Control R. Oh, nope. Okay, let's see here. Alright, have fun with that, Billy. Okay, let me see here. There we go. There we go. We're just making it basic so you can kind of tell what it's supposed to be almost. Doesn't have to be too detailed, as I said. But with that, yeah, I think this room is kind of like... It doesn't need to be super detailed, doesn't need to have all that jazz with it. You know what? I will add one more detail to this, just to make it feel more lived in. Now, you might not be understanding what exactly this is supposed to be, and that's fine. I'll explain it. It's just supposed to be a soda can. I know it doesn't look like one. I know it's not that great, but eh. There we go. Alright, the room is modeled, and I'm going to end the stream here because I now have to... Looks like the start of a Red Bull. No. It's one of those, like, weird, like, long Coke cans, but I've changed it to be one of the, like, regular sized. Honestly, if I really wanted to add more detail to it, what I could do here is view selected, tab, we're gonna grab this, and then we would bevel. Bevel looks oh wait, we forgot to do something. Tab A, oh, nope, tab, Control A, scale. Now, tab back in, and then we should be able to bevel it good. You can bevel IRL. I'm kind of scared of what you're about to say, Billy. What do you mean you can bevel IRL? Okay, Billy. I think on that note, however, we're gonna end the stream for the night. So, thank you for watching. If you liked the video, make sure to leave a like. Subscribe if you're new. Comment in, like, the stream or something if you want to, if you have games you want to see me play on here, anything that you might think you might want to 3D model. And as always, remember, be good people.